So through repetition, I would get to a point where I was more confidence in myself. I had a lot of confidence. I felt like I wasn't like the seed was not fully blossom, but I did start to feel and sense in myself that I was a more confident individual. And so what happened was is all of a sudden is now as I carry out throughout the day, I would process things that was happening to me differently. So in certain situations where my self-talk was probably negative, I'll start beating myself up mentally. Nobody ever knows that. In that time, I had a positive outlook, and it was more. It was what's the word? It was just more. It was quicker. It was because I did the diligent work early in the morning to start claiming these qualities, and then all of a sudden, now I start feeling the benefits from it. Now this happened through repetition, so I always ask myself. So I always say, okay, what's your self-talk? And so right here on my desk, I say, well, I have books, right? The next book by Grant Cardone. So I have all these books. So if I don't understand something, or if I'm having a negative outlook on something, then what I do in return is start to find the right information to process on. Because the Bible even tells us this, do not lean on your own understanding. So I learned a long time ago through just constantly reading the Bible. It's like, if I lean on my own understanding, then what's going to happen? Most of the time, I'm not going to get the results I want. If I don't get the results I want, then I need to start seeking out either somebody else who have the results I want and help them understand what is the mindset I need to have so that I can start getting better results. So I asked the question, what's your self-talk? Because I want you to identify, what am I struggling with? What are the things that I'm telling myself that I really don't want to be telling myself? Or even if you are telling yourself, admitting like, okay, this is a weakness of mine, but I don't this is not a good solution for me to just meditate on these thoughts. These are just not a good outcome for me to just stay here in that type of mindset. So you go out and you seek the proper information. So that's why I always say, are you growth mind or are you fixed mind? Are you positive or negative? Because chances are it's like you're stuck in that fixed and negative. Because if you're fixed minded, then you're okay. You don't want to change. You want to be who you want to be. And you're negative, therefore you're getting negative results in your life. And you want to flip that. And that's a mindset flip. So when you can be able to flip your mind over to what you actually want instead of meditating on what you don't want, what happened is you start seeking out those things throughout your day. So if I say I want to be more productive and I want to be more on time, and I start claiming these qualities early in the morning by saying I will be on time, I will start doing this. Well, what started happening was I'll be more conscious of my time. I'll be aware about my travel time. If it usually take me 15 minutes to get to something, I start thinking, well, maybe I need to leave right now because I know if I hit traffic lights or if I start hitting this, that I won't get there in time. Small example, but it helps you understand, okay, well, how do I use what's your self-talk? And I'm going to keep coming to you and showing you why some of the things I'm introducing, like what's your self-mentors and everything else is helpful, because it's a lot of information out there, but you have to embrace the correct information that's going to help you get the correct results you want in your life. So I'm excited about some of the mentors that I had a chance to interview, because this most recent one really, really hit me deep enough where I was able to understand, all right, what are the things that you need to do more, Jabari, that's going to help you build up who you want to be and who people love you as. So thank you for watching. This is just a special episode just to explain to you what is my self-talk? Why do I want to ask myself that question? So when you're getting in some of those ruts, when you start getting in some of those moments where you start having some negative input or you start having some negative thoughts and you're like, I don't want to think this, then ask yourself, what's my self-talk? And then ask yourself, do I have the correct information to act off of? Because if not, then maybe you need to go to one of my videos. I'll start actually telling you what I do in those times. Or maybe you just go look at, you go read a book, or maybe you go turn on a positive video. You just find a different perspective to look at something instead of dwelling on something that's not going to make you feel any better. All right. So thank you for watching. And as you always know, ask yourself that one question. What's your self-talk?